Hey guys, and welcome back to. We actually don't have a like title for what we're doing.
Welcome back to the not sponsored adcast.
The the non-affiliated adcast,
We are
where
not sponsored by anyone.
by no one in no way, shape, or form. But we will be talking about a lot of ads and a lot of brands today. Maybe not even specific brands. Not a lot of the ads that I've pulled, at least, are branded.
Are
But
still existing brands.
yeah, I guess I'll put this little. I don't know. I just don't think that there's going to be a ton that you guys are going to be able to take away from this in terms of actual value. Um, the ads that we review
So,
most likely are not still functional in terms of being able to call in and get some of these wonderful, wonderful goodies.
what we're doing today? I'm Jack, and I'm here with Quentin from Schwarbage,
Mm-hmm.
and our good friend Will is currently unable to record with us, and we thought we had to put out some filler. So what we're doing is looking at a selection of advertisements from we've touched on ads a few times during our adventures through old Batman comics, but we wanted to dedicate some real time to just ads. Just
Just
talk
the
about some of
ads.
these ads.
Oops,
And
all
we're not
ads.
sponsored by any of these products. We're just voluntarily appreciating their ads as standalone works of art.
Mm-hmm. The art of comics advertisements is something that is so lost in today's world. Advertising is gone in such an uninspired uh, way these days that I think it's good to go back and pay tribute to these wonderful, wonderful goods and services that were being advertised in these comics and the methods in which they were. Which
Quinn, do
which
you want
is
to?
all to say, it's bullshit. A lot of this is
It's
fucking
so
stupid.
so stupid. It's so
So
stupid. Do
stupid.
you want to start with one? We're gonna alternate through some, and I have not seen the ones that Quentin has picked out, and Quentin has not seen the ones that I've picked out. Uh,
Um, yeah, and
so
I think we'll just go and select until we've reached a manageable length, and we feel
yeah.
like we've reached a natural stopping point. Um, but the way that I'm going to decide which ones that I'm going to use, I have selected 10 advertisements from different
Okay.
Detective comics, and here in my hand I have a 10-sided dice. I will roll that
Okay.
dice, and it will randomly select an ad. So let's go, ad one. 3. This is actually a personal favorite of mine.
Okay.
Uh,
Please send it so I can look at it and we'll describe it. Okay. The most amazing sun watch in the world. 9 in 1, the type piece of adventure.
so what is a sun watch? You
A sun
may
watch?
ask. It is a watch that functions very similarly to a sundial. Why? No
It's
one
not a real
knows.
watch.
It's
It's
not
not
a
a
real
real
watch.
watch.
And does this thing only function as a watch? No, it's a 9-in-1 device. So the first function, of course, it tells time, the truly scientific sundial way. Number 2, it is a weather forecaster. Secretly concealed, changes colors to predict the weather. 3, glow in the dark compass. It comes with a compass that glows in the dark in case you need to look at where you're going at night. Who is hiking with their sundial watch at night? The thing is, you can't take this thing
At
out in
that
the
point,
middle of the night
it's
because
no longer a watch.
no longer functional. But the strap has an 8-inch measuring tape. It functions. It doubles as a measuring tape. This thing is
That's
a
nice.
pop out uh power magnifying glass. So for burning anthills, I guess. And the world's smallest ballpoint pen concealed in this thing.
Where? Where is it?
Well,
On the product?
you can see that there are arrows conveniently pointing to all of the
No.
places in which these are
Oh,
concealed.
it's a little. It's tucked in. I see the little circle that is presumably the pen.
I mean, of
Wow.
course it would be hard to see. It is the world's smallest ballpoint pen.
Yeah.
On the back, there is a signaling device, also a constellations chart, and a Morse code engraving on the back. What is
Wow.
the okay? What is the size of this thing that all three of those things can fit on the back of the watch?
It look at the so there's a drawing of someone wearing it. It looks like a normal sized watch.
If not even smaller than most modern
Yeah.
watches.
And
This is
this is only 198 by the way.
If I could get this for $1.98. Oh well, okay. There's another metric in this exact same episode that I will pull so that we can kind of compare what the
Okay.
economy was like back then.
Okay, that's good to know. But do you
Be-
know what year this is from? I'm just gonna assume 50s, 40s.
Ooh, I think it was 19. The trademark is 1960. RK
Oh, okay.
Enterprises.
Okay, so that's that. Mine are from 49 and 50. So
Yes,
yours are a little more modern.
these are jumping ahead a couple of years. Or maybe that's 1950. That's no, it's 1960. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Um,
so we're getting some variety in terms of decades here.
honestly,
But they have the same energy. Like the vibe of these ads did not change significantly from 1950 to 1960.
not at all. Not at all. These illustrations are they're just something else. They remind me a lot of like, especially on the right side with the little guy in the cap, the little soldier guy with the signaling
Uh,
device. Reminds me a lot of like the Vault Boy from like the Fallout
oh
series
yeah.
in the face.
Oh yeah. I see what you mean. I see
Yeah,
what you mean.
it's sort of that style.
It is.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Rate what do you? All right, we got to rate each ad, Schway. Would you get this product based off the ad? That's if you would, that's Schway. If you wouldn't, that's Schwarbage.
okay.
So you go,
Uh,
then I go.
so if we were talking $1.98 in
Cents.
today's money, I would buy this in a heartbeat. But if this was anywhere over $10, I would not make that purchase. I wouldn't.
I agree with you. I agree with you. 198. If that was actually 198 in 2022, that's an instant buy for me.
I feel
But
it like with the way the economy's been working with inflation. Fucking a piece of gum is 198
yeah,
these days.
do we want to run it through? Do you want to use? You already have a metric, right? We could pull up an inflation calculator and do a little bit of quick maths here.
All right, let's actually that's inflation calculator.
All right.
Um,
I don't know how accurately inflation can be like directly measured, but this is a rough estimate of how much the 9 and 1
let's just
timepiece of
see.
adventure would cost today.
$1.92.
It's 98.
98.
98, yeah.
98.
I hope it's not. There's no decimal. I hope it's not $198, but there's no way, right?
So this thing in today's money, if it was a convenient scaling, would cost almost $20 at
I'm out.
$19.93.
Yeah, I'm out at that price.
Yeah, no,
He's
that's
out
not.
of
I'm
the
not
time.
buying that.
All right.
All
You
right,
want to see this one I got?
I'd love to. I'd love to.
So this is a new. This isn't just a product. This is a new craze.
Ooh, what?
Kids collect dog heads. The new craze. Um, it's
What?
it's these little dogs, little dog heads, but they're tooth they're toothpaste caps.
So this was an advertisement run by Listerine
Listerine
toothpaste,
toothpaste.
and I just want to describe to the audience sort of what it is you've presented me with. It looks that on the cap, replacing the sort of white cylindrical caps of old are is the
You
new
brush your teeth,
craze. These are full sculpted replicas of different dog breeds that take the place of the cap, and you would collect and trade these, and you can even wear them on a bracelet.
And there's a little picture of two children trading them as if as if this like I wonder I really wonder to what extent this was an actual craze and how much this was nobody cares. Because
So
it's hard to imagine. I 72 years later caring.
yeah, and they've
About these
presented
little
us with
shivers.
like 6 different dogs here, each with their own names and breeds. Um, do you think, and I would like to posit this, do you think that if this craze continued, they were going to like every couple of months drop?
Oh, that would actually make it a lot more hype. Like the new dog dropping, everyone's rushing to the store to get a new tube of Listerine toothpaste.
That I mean that model, I just don't understand how that model works, because toothpaste is one of those products that you go out to the store and buy, you know, when you run out of toothpaste.
Right.
So, what's the point in stocking up on like 10, 15 tubes of toothpaste to
There's
see if you can
not.
get.
Yeah, it's not, and it's not a product that really excites children typically. Like, no. Maybe this is like encouraging dental hygiene, but that really seems like a stretch. Because it's just buying the toothpaste, and then like nothing about nothing on this ad is about actually brushing your teeth at
Yeah.
all.
Because I mean, if your I mean, pray tell, your father gave you $2 to go out and spend at the store, you'd be using that on something like I don't know. I mean, just for example, maybe the timepiece of adventure, or like a pack of gum or something. That's what kids more gravitate towards. This is
Yeah.
something that's picked up by like parents when they're alone shopping for their children.
Right. Yeah. And Quinn, for that reason, I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give this one a Schwarbage. I'm
Uh,
sorry, Listerine,
me
which
t-
is still a dental care brand, I believe. Listerine, right? They're still going strong, I think.
it's a very real dental care brand that very much still exists, and I'm we're burning our bridges with their current modern day marketing team by saying that their fucking product is Schwarbage.
Sorry, Listerine.
Hey, Listerine,
You're
if you roll
Schwarbage.
out a new line of these today, like in
We
the
will
modern
delete the
age,
episode.
we will
I will
delete the
delete.
episode.
I will delete this section of the.
And
I will delete this entire ad.
and we will
If any of these companies sponsor us, I will edit out every part, every negative thing that we said about them.
I would shill this product so hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do like the dog heads in a vacuum are cool. It just the I don't know why they're attached to toothpaste.
No. All right. That's
All right,
that's a certified Schwarbage. So that's 2 Schwarbages out of the current modern day. All right. I'm gonna roll the dice. Oh, that one hit the floor, but it's a 1. So this is the first ad that I pulled. I don't even remember what this one is.
okay.
Oh,
The Popsicle Kids in New Mexico. This is part of the classic genre of ads that have like a mini comic to go with them. I love these.
So
Do
this
you want to
is.
describe what happens in this comic?
We can kind of tag team it.
Okay.
This is Tess and Tim. There are titular characters. Um, they are cowboys.
Yeah.
Kids in New Mexico.
In New Mexico.
Uh,
And someone has been kidnapped, apparently. One of their friends. And they use their popsicle binoculars to find the kidnapper and then trip him, make him fall over. Right?
Yep. Yep.
And who's Can you talk about Popsicle Pete? Can you talk about Popsicle Pete?
Oh, Popsicle
That's
Pete.
my favorite character.
Oh, you mean the little like band kid there with the fucking popsicles? So his design, all because this is an audio medium. He seems to be holding some sort of popsicle scepter.
Yeah, he's like the music meister if he was Pops themed.
You know what? I think that that's a little bit slanderous to Popsicle Pete here, who is the most spectacular person on the planet. He's got that. Oh, you were a music kid. I wasn't. Do you know what that hat's called?
I don't know
The
what
type?
that's like. It's like a marching band hat.
Yeah, like the marching band hat, except it has his insignia on it. Popsicle Pete. The two popsicles jutting out of the top, like horns, signifying that this is in fact the devil in disguise. He's just got a very prim and proper look to him.
He's dripped out, and and this is an ad for Popsicle, Fudgesicle, Creamsicle, Dreamsicle brand, like this Popsicle brand. And they got some cool goodies that you can get.
Yeah, the crazy thing I think here is that Popsicle wasn't even like the name of the product; it was the name of the company that sold the product. Which in this day and age, you look at like that frozen treat and you think Popsicle.
This is effective. Yeah, they very effectively marketed their product to the point where it's become ubiquitous. Kind of like Band-Aids, like everyone just calls bandages Band-Aids.
Precisely. Yeah. And then you can get all sorts of little popsicle treats down here by using some sort of polka dot system. You can get some binoculars, a string of pearls.
Pearls.
Did you?
And then a knife. They're just giving kids a knife. If you get enough popsicles, send it in. We'll send you 2 steel blades, rugged handle right back.
Honestly, I thought that was kind of weird. That seems like it's missing from the Sunwatch a little bit. Is like a little knife attachment.
A knife, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe by 1960 they decided not to sell knives to children, but in 1950 it was. Actually, I don't know when this was.
It's the same. It's the same.
Okay, then never mind.
And I love that it gives a little disclaimer at the top, telling you that it is an ad. If you look at the very top of the comic here, there's just a little text that says advertisement. Just so that we know, that this is not part of the Detective Stories comic.
Right. This is not a Casey the Cop story. This is not a long-headed man story. This is the Popsicle Kids in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Quinn, I have one question for you. Other than whether it's Schway or Schwarbage, I want you to tell me what Popsicle, Fudgesicle, Creamsicle, and Dreamsicle. Which are you going for? You can have
Oh God.
and this right here is free advertising for Popsicle brand. So if you want to sponsor us, Popsicle, come on down.
I'm forgetting. Wait, I'm forgetting the Dreamsicle.
I don't know what the Dreamsicle is either.
So I think. So the creams. Okay, I'm getting the creamsicle and the dreamsicle mixed up because the creamsicle is the like creamy one.
Mm-hmm.
So says the thing. Um, no, they're both orange flavored.
Yeah, I don't know the difference either. I just know like cream. Yeah, Popsicle and Fudgesicle are obvious, but Creamsicle and Dreamsicle, they look the same on the thing.
No, at some point in history, it's been phased out of existence. The difference between the creamsicle and the dreamsicle has disappeared. I am literally looking at dreamsicles and creamsicles. There is no distinction. They are just both orange flavored desserts.
Huh. Well, that's a bit of a mystery.
Yeah. So, I mean, over time, I think it's been watered down. They're one and the same. But I'd have to say that that's probably my favorite. Like, I think the dreamsicle has more of an identity. So I'd go with that one. But yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give this a Schway. I'm honestly gonna give this one a Schway because it's a good product, right? I can't complain about the product, and it does make me want. Like I'm thinking right now, I could go for a Dreamsicle. I could go for a Dreamsicle.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I'd have to agree. This is a certified Schway advertisement. Schwadvertisement.
Right. It's a Schwad.
A Schwad. All right. What's your next ad?
All right, let me send you my next ad. Let's find a good one. Let's find a good one. So there are a lot of bicycle themed ones, and I kind of just want to, even though they're different brands, I kind of just want to go through all of them in one fell swoop. So let me send these. I can edit out this section of me just sending them because unless you have a funny bit you want to do right now, Quentin.
Man, I've never done a funny bit in my life.
All right. That's not true, Quentin.
Name my funniest bit.
You just did the popsicle. You just did the popsicle section. You just did the creamsicle dreamsicle debate
of the century.
Alright, so I have 3 ads, and we don't have to talk about all of them in detail, because I don't want to spend an hour talking about bicycle ads, but bikes are heavily advertised in this comic issue I've looked at from 1949. And by the way, this issue is Detective Comics 147, in case you were wondering, that I'm getting some of these ads from, and some are from issue something else. 150 something.
What?
When I send the bicycle ads.
Wow. What? Look! A free comic. What?
They have these bicycle manufacturers they have created ads for comic books that themselves are ads for bicycles. It's impressive, really. So this is in DC. This is in Detective Comics. The U.S. Royal and his jet-propelled bike. Like it's a 6-panel story about some guy who has a really fast bike because he has U.S. Royal bike tires, and he stops a bank robbery because of it. And then the ad is not necessarily for the tires themselves, which, although clearly they do want you to buy the tires as well, it's for a copy of Bike Comics.
So, for those who don't know, back in this day and age, comics were mainly divided down into certain categories based on what sort of story they told. You know, you had action comics, detective comics, other examples of those sort of comics. Are you telling me that there was an entire subgenre of comic for bike comics?
Bike Comics is advertised. And then sent another ad from what is this? Schwinn? Arnold Schwinn and Company. For Schwinn Bicycle Book, which is another comic book about bicycles. This is advertised in the same Detective Comics issue. Two bicycle comic books are being advertised in this issue.
Two bike comics.
It's Schwinn. Is it? It's Schwinn. It's Schwarbage.
It's Schwinn. It's Schwarbage.
Okay. We need to get Arnold Schwinn and Company on immediately.
Did they even?
Do they exist anymore? I don't know.
I I don't know. Also, I like the line of dialogue. Man, I'm looking at the Daydream Mike and his wonderful bike little tagline up there, and it's the protagonist going.
This is a third bicycle ad, by the way. Daydream Mike is for Columbia bikes.
Yeah. And the little
Go ahead.
he goes, boy, would I like to have been Jack the Giant Killer? Which let me go on a tangent here. I don't think that Jack's biggest claim to fame was the fact that he murdered the giant at the end. Self-defense for Jack. He was gonna be eaten. I don't think that slaying a giant is his biggest claim to fame.
That was not his goal. And Jack, not me, the mythical Jack who climbs the beanstalk in the classic fairy tale. Not me, Jack.
Yeah, not this Jack right here. I mean, I think that Jack got his name from his greatest feat, which was free climbing a giant beanstalk all the way up to the heavens, not stealing a golden goose or killing a giant, which are both impressive feats, but over time we've really centered in on one.
Yeah. And Daydream Mike's only feat apparently is daydreaming, which we all do to some extent, so
he's kind of lame a little bit.
Yeah.
I like bikes. I like my bike.
Yeah, bikes are great. I think the cities need to be more bike. A lot of places need to be more bike friendly. I think that would be beneficial. But so honestly, I'm gonna give the concept of these, but all three of just the concept of bicycle advertisement. Especially, I love how they went above and beyond and created their own comic books that are entirely about bikes. I'm gonna give this a Schway.
They've definitely gone a long way, in advertising bicycles since the advent of them. This is a major step forward, major piece of bicycle advertising history. I think that this is very Schway.
Wonderful.
All right, time to hit the dice again. All right, I just rolled another one. I just rolled another 3. I just went through the 2 that we've already done. All right, that's a 5. All right, what's number 5? Here we are. We've arrived at quick quiz. So this is different.
What is that?
This is also an advertisement for Walt Disney Characters Masks, but I'm going to ask you these quiz questions first. So,
okay.
Can you answer this 1960s trivia?
Oh.
Which will burn faster, sheep's wool or steel wool?
I don't even... This might be... What is steel wool? Am I an idiot for not knowing what steel wool is? I'm gonna say sheep's wool would burn faster.
Steel wool burns faster.
Okay. What Quinn? Do you know what steel wool is?
In no way, shape, or form do I know what steel wool is.
Okay.
I am familiar. I think it's so it's I think it is I think it's wool that is woven from a collection of incredibly thin steel fibers,
Okay.
which is impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Impressive
I guess that
invention.
makes sense. It's steel. It's steel wool.
It's
Steel
steel, it's wool.
All right.
All
Was there
right.
another question?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Are there any cannibal snakes that live by eating other snakes?
Oh man, I think yes.
The answer is yes. The king snake, enemy of the rattler, devours its rival after killing it.
Wow.
King
Wow.
snakes are immune to a rattler's poison.
The enemy of the rattler.
Okay, I think you'll be able to get this one.
Okay.
Is Chicago east or west of New Orleans?
Chicago is. Ooh. I'm gonna. I'm not very good at that. I'm gonna say east.
Chicago is more than 100 miles east of New Orleans.
Okay.
And then there's one more. And
All right.
I need exact specific numbers. This is a very easy question in concept, but I need you to give me specific numbers.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Okay.
All right. What is the velocity of a cough?
Let me rip one out real quick. That felt like it was about. Gonna say 10 miles an hour. I don't know.
So,
10
according
miles
to
an hour.
scientists, a cough is 250 miles per hour in terms of velocity.
Okay. I was a little off.
Here's the
off.
quick quiz little thing here, and you can see the Disney Wheaties ad at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
All of these wonderful masks. They're a little bit in the uncanny valley
Yeah.
territory. But what do you think about all of the facts that you've learned today that may or not still hold up?
Yeah. I guess I enjoy the facts. I enjoy the facts.
I'm glad. That's
I like the quick quiz. So, Quinn, what you failed to realize though, maybe you didn't, maybe you have realized this,
yeah.
is that the quick quiz is not actually part of the advertisement.
Oh no, I know. I just took the Disney ad and I thought there's not a lot of content there, and so we did the ad. So we did the quiz instead.
The quiz is part of the Detective Comics issue itself.
The quiz is on the same page as the ad, and
No,
therefore
look at the
qualifies
text
for the-
that says advertisement, right? That separates the quiz from the advertisement. The little advertisement indicator.
So what they've failed to mention here is that Quick Quiz is actually an advertisement for knowledge.
So true. So true. I'm giving the quick quiz a Schway.
Yep. Steal wool your mind with the quick quiz.
Steel wool your mind. That's good. Okay, I have one. I have just a couple more. So we can go over this one. This is another bazooka bonanza.
Oh.
You may be wondering what that is. Well, I'm sure you know, Quinn, right? What's a bazooka bonanza?
A bazooka bonanza. So I know Bazooka Joe bubblegum.
Yes, you've actually got it.
I'm on the right track.
Perfectly, yes.
Yeah. Bazooka bonanza though. Is it like some sort of party?
It's kind of even better than a party.
Oh,
I
God.
would say So the this Quentin is what I like to call the name stamp. It's a stamp.
Excuse me?
It's a stamp that has your name on it for kids. The things that all kids dream of. A stamp that has your name on it.
Okay. Now hear me out. At first, a Bazooka Bonanza sponsored by Bazooka Bubblegum
Um,
doesn't seem very enticing, right? But then you think about all of the places you could stamp your name.
you could put it anywhere.
You could put it
really
literally
put it
anywhere. I
And I'm a big fan of the sample name they've used, James Howard Clark. I just like that. Shout out to James Howard Clark. I hope that's like a real guy. Like I hope that's like the CEO of Bazooka or something. You know?
Oh, definitely. Um no, I as a child I would have given anything to be able to stamp my name all over everywhere for all time.
And I love the pricing on this. It's so this is like a prize, a giveaway if you send in 100 wrappers, and it's two pieces of gum for 1 cent. Like how 1 cent has become not even a viable amount of currency. Like you can't buy anything for 1 cent. That's kind of nice.
A
Like
penny.
I wish I could buy things for 1 cent. Like pennies have no use. There's no 1 cent products.
No, really, honestly. I mean, to be fair, in today's money, if this was 1950, 1
Okay.
cent would technically be 12 cents.
See, that's interesting because you can't get anything for 12 cents either. I don't think you could get two pieces of gum for 12 cents
True,
today.
but and I would say the convenience of paying with a single penny was something that was very enticing. But if you were telling me that I had to get a dime and 2 pennies, or
Right.
I swear to God, 2 nickels
Yeah.
and 2 pennies, or forgive me, Lord, I swear, if I had to pull out 12 pennies at the register and pay individually penny by penny, that would terrible. Instantly, day ruined.
That's yeah. Well, that's fair enough, and I might do it if there was a chance of a name stamp at the end of the day because that I want a name stamp now. At first, when I saw this product, I was like, who wants a name stamp? And then I realized I want a name stamp. I want to just put my name on paper with no with no restrictions.
All right. Well, Jack,
Yeah.
to cover this with today's money, to have the convenience of paying with a penny, and we did the inflation calculation. How many pennies do you think you would need to accomplish your goal here of getting
get
the
a name
Bazooka
stamp?
Bonanza? Yeah.
So it would be $12, right? Because it's 100 wrappers.
Except every cent is equivalent to two. Wait, so that's two choose one wrapper.
One wrapper, I think.
Okay, so then it would be $12, which would be 1,200 pennies.
Yeah. Yeah. I would pay $12 to get a name stamp, I think, which is it's a bad purchase for me, but I would make it. Not a smart way to spend my money. I probably would do it. So I'm gonna give this a Schway. Quinn, what do you think?
I like chewing gum from time to time. This would be an easy investment. That's a Schway.
Let's go.
All right, time to roll the dice. That is an 8. Big number 8. I forget what this one was. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember now. I
Okay, let's go. Let's go. What is this? What?
So
What is being? What is this?
okay. So what this is this is a given ad. This is a big catalog of lots of individual things. You send in your money, they send you back one of many of these different items. The two that they are advertising specifically in this short little comic, though, is a gun and a bow and arrow. So the basic concept of the comic here is that a gorilla is on the loose, and two children, Judy and Jim Deffy. Well, they're the only two that are brave enough to stand up and fight against this big ol' ape. So they stand gun and bow and arrow respectively at the ready and intimidate the gorilla back into its cage by holding it at gunpoint. I think one of the most striking images from this comic is the text, "Stand back, I've got a gun," coming from a child, and the gorilla staring with abject confusion.
This is a crazy story. And I just like I can't comprehend what happens in this story. Like, the police are thanking these kids. Like, this is just so insane.
Yeah. And they're like, where did you get that gun and bow and arrow? They're asking them for recommendations.
So, and now I don't quite understand what this means.
Okay.
We earned them selling white cloverine brand salve.
Yes.
What is?
I don't wait. White cloverine salve.
Brand salve.
So what this looks like is a jack of all trades skin salve.
Okay, but what does that have to do with this?
I mean, I guess it must be the parent company, and they're just shilling another product inside of an advertisement. Oh wait, no, it's on there. It's on there. If you look at the bottom, there is
white cloverine brand salve. Why are they selling it though? So it says, "Please send me a 14 color." So no, this ad is trying to get kids to sell white cloverine brand salve.
Is it?
I think so. Because read the text in the bottom right.
Wait.
You send
Gentlemen, please send. God, this fucking text is so. It's so
really
low
small.
quality. Wait, I need to zoom in. Gentlemen, please send me an $14 colored art picture with I don't, man.
I'll read.
Okay, go for it.
Let me try to give you the gist of it. I think so. You mailed this in, and they will send you 14 boxes of white cloverine brand salve, and you sell them at 35 cents a box, and then you send in the money. You send in the money, and you get the catalog of stuff.
So what they're doing is they are gathering child salesmen.
This is insane. This is insane to me. Is this like a multi-level marketing
I
scam
think
for
that we
children?
I think that we have uncovered what is essentially a pyramid scheme for kids. A child-friendly pyramid scheme.
Wow. What? This is so weird. This is not a system that exists today. Like, at least not that I'm familiar. Like, people don't sell. Like, people don't get kids to sell salve anymore.
I feel like we've discovered something. We've made a discovery here that is profound.
Have we? I don't know if I would go that far.
I think that we have just figured something out here. I think that we've discovered a deception. Do you think they're still doing this?
Probably not. I mean, how are you recruiting kids to sell salve? No, I've never seen a kid trying to sell salve.
Wait. A couple weeks ago, kid arrived at my door and he said, "Do you want some salve?
You want some salve?
You want a little bit of salve? You want some White Cloverine brand salve?" And I said no. No thank you. And he said, "You'll be sorry when I mail in all of my money and get a gun in the mail." And I was
It's not a
vaguely
real
threatened
gun,
by
just
that.
just to make sure that nobody thinks that they're giving kids real guns. They are not. But these are like the old school BB guns that don't look. This is before they like put like orange tips on the front so you could tell it wasn't real.
Yeah.
So it does just kind of look like a gun.
It looks like a very real gun. I think that if it had been a real gun, then this comic would have panned out a lot differently. With these.
Well, he
two
never
children.
fires.
No, he never.
He never fires.
Yeah.
That's what
exactly because
they
he's-
just
yeah.
threaten the gorilla, and he gets back on his own accord. Okay.
Because he thinks it's a real gun, but I think that if this child had been armed with an actual gun, that gorilla would be dead.
Wow. So given Schway or Schwarbage, Quinn?
I have to say, given that we have child labor laws now that I'm sure would discourage this kind of behavior, this is a Schwarbage, so says the law.
I have to say Schwarbage because I don't even understand. Like, I still don't know if I fully understand what this is. Because they've taken up so much space with this gorilla comic that they've not taken up enough space to explain exactly what they're doing.
I mean, I've seen a couple in the same exact vein, of sort of just a list of catalog items. So I'm like questioning myself, was this a trend for companies to get children to sell things to get like a list of toys?
That's an interesting that's I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird.
It's very strange. Okay. Do you have any more ads left?
Yeah. Do you want? I can do one more, and then do you want to do one more, and then we can call it?
Sure.
For today, we're coming up on about an hour, I think.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be a good. I have one. This one should be pretty quick to talk about, but I want to finish on this one for me because this is very relevant. This is very relevant to us and what we do.
Okay.
This is an ad for us, I would say. Like me and you, we can look at this ad and we can learn. Here's good news for Batman and Robin fans. Me. That's me. I'm Batman and Robin fans. Your top favorite action adventure mystery team speeds through the same type of thriller diller exploit in Batman and World's Finest comics. Don't miss a single issue of these great magazines on sale everywhere.
So this is good news for us. I mean, we are Batman
Yeah.
fans. We're fans of Batman.
Are you Batman and Robin fan?
Yeah, I'm a Batman and Robin fan. I gotta say,
Me too. Me too.
yeah.
It, I love the issues that they've picked to use. It's hard to tell exactly what's going on because they're low quality, but I could just see on the world's finest that there are Batman, Superman, and Robin themed like go karts or oh, like what is it called? Like the
Box.
yeah,
Cars,
box
yeah.
cars. Yeah, box cars. Yeah.
Um, and then Batman and Robin jumping out of it. Oh no, he's not. Wait, Batman rescuing Robin from a or Batman rescuing someone from a tree.
Someone. No Robin.
No, it's a woman.
No Robin. Yeah.
Sorry, it's just the green and red color scheme. I thought.
Yeah. Someone with a green shirt and red shorts. Yeah.
Huh.
So this one's not too busy. Honestly, one of the more effective, like one of the simpler ads. I'm this is a higher quality ad I feel than most. Not doing too much with the text.
It
just simple. Here's good news for Batman and Robin.
it's a good little thing, you know, for us Batman and Robin fans.
My one critique is the use of the phrase "thriller diller," because that's no.
No, I think Thriller Diller's a fantastic phrase.
I'm giving it a Schway. I'm giving this a Schway.
A Schway? I'd say so. All right, so
you don't have to roll your die. If you have a favorite one, you can still roll if you want. But if you have a favorite one, now would be a good time to pull it out to close out our ad discussion.
I do kinda. I did say earlier, in this episode that I had a sort of metric.
Oh right. Yeah, we got to follow up on that.
So this is an advertisement, and I'll sort of let it speak for itself. A contest. So the contest is for a art scholarship.
Wow.
A 2-year art scholarship. It's a picture of this woman, and I guess the best like rendition of this woman who is depicted in this comic earns a 2-year scholarship, a scholarship to this art school, valid for 2 years.
It's a home study art school, though. You don't actually go there.
No, yeah.
Right.
Free art training, Art Instruction Inc.
Yeah.
A $295 thing, program. So
wow.
Let's see. What is $295 in today's
That's
money?
a lot of gum. That's a lot of gum.
That's a lot of gum. So if you win this contest, that is exactly equivalent to $2,970.
Wow. Not bad.
Not bad. Just for drawing this lady.
Yeah.
Just for drawing this lady.
So if this contest is still on, you can go ahead and submit.
Draw a woman.
Profile.
Some shout outs, some quickie ones. There is this 331 stamps depicting different countries around the world.
Love it.
You will see the one for Germany has it's very
where is that one?
It's in the center.
Oh. It has a picture of Adolf Hitler on it. I'm not really sure why they would do that.
I don't know why, because I'm decently sure this was after World War II, when he was already denounced as a terrible, horrible leader and ruler.
Not someone you want to celebrate on a stand.
No, not really. I mean, of course, we also have Stalin and Lenin on here.
Yeah. Why are they putting like the dictators of history on these stamps? Well, that is baffling decision.
Egypt has
That's a
Farouk. Um, I mean, Israel's is just captioned immigration for some reason. I don't know what that
I
means. These seem like very pure.
Wow, that is insane. Wow, that is really baffling. And yeah, that's I don't like that at all.
No,
That's not good.
no. It's crazy that they use these depictions to sort of characterize entire countries worth of people.
Countries.
Yeah, full of individual people. Um, Sucks, really, honestly, that
Yeah.
this was the way that they were choosing to do that. Uh,
Any more quickies, Quinn? We can't end on that.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Something that has just honestly, end of the day, probably become if this is still in anybody's house, it's probably being sold on eBay for hundreds of dollars, under
Okay.
a different name. Welcome to the birthplace of the modern haunted doll.
It is it's a little doll.
Shh.
The Hollywood bride walking doll.
She walks though.
She walks.
She walks. So, think if you found this walking doll in somebody's house now.
It would be creepy. It would be creepy.
It's been
for
years.
sure.
It's been nearly 80 years since this ad ran. The state this doll would be, the state of decay that this doll would be in, it would be missing pieces. Think in your mind's eye, if you will, the lumbering husk that this doll would be 80 years after its advent and its creation.
It could definitely be scary.
Honestly.
Put it Yeah. So this is probably being sold on eBay as a haunted doll right now, and probably for higher than the original price of $6.95.
Yeah. I mean, I think this and cheese are two of the things that accrue in value as they age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and wine.
And wine. Very much wine. Is there anything else?
Anything else? I don't have anything else.
I mean diamonds, I guess.
Diamonds.
As they get
that
older.
accrue age. Um, people. As you gain more wisdom and experience with life and knowledge, just I don't know. That's a little corny, but I'm gonna go with that.
To be honest, I think people depreciate in value over time because once you like hit the age of 20, after that you become less and less able to have a chance beating Goku. And then in the eyes of
Well, Goku is how old? Goku's a grandfather. He's not a young guy.
I guess that's true. I guess that Goku has only gotten stronger as he has aged.
Yeah.
I think that's the entire point of Dragon Ball, that he will escalate in power infinitely as he ages. I mean,
So there you go.
yeah. I mean, Goku is the answer. And I give this a Schway for Goku.
Yeah, I'll concur with you there.
All right.
Do you have? All right, so that was a little bit of a weird adventure we just went on that I'm sure nobody asked for, but we wanted to do it.
Yeah. I'm
Because when Will comes back, we're gonna know so much more about ads than him.
And for the next time that this happens, I am definitely going to, because I do read these scans with ads every single time we go back into a Detective Comics issue. So over time I will be gathering. I'll be looking. I'll be hunting.
Okay.
So the next
Okay.
time Will gets ill or sick or he's out, I'll have a gallery gallery of advertisements to look through.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Quentin. Do you have any final words? Any Schway outro?
Any Schway outro? Um,
Yeah.
uh,
We never have an outro prepared.